I'm happy for him because he's my guy. But Jeremy Grant, like 160 million, 5 years for Jeremy Grant. I hope he's that guy. I really do. But are they paying him more for what he's going to be or what he's done? Because he's not put on tape. And again, he's playing backup to Dame. But is he a number one? Like that's number one money. Unless the NBA is just, unless that's not number one money anymore. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's number two money. Who knows what that is? But like the NBA going crazy with these paychecks. So I'm happy for him. But Jeremy Grant, man, like talk about a winner. Like that dude, that's a crazy contract for a guy.
Yeah, I'll say I agree with you there, but I also add probably I'll say Chris Middleton. I think he got like 3 years and like 102 million. Only reason I say that just because of I know what we've seen before and of him, in the playoffs, but he has really been kind of injured these last 2 years. So I mean, I do kind of feel like they overpaid him just a little bit, slightly, just because of the fact we haven't really seen if he's that same Chris Middleton from when they had that playoff run, and back in 2019 as well. So yeah, I had to throw Chris Middleton up there as well.
For sure, they were able to wing that because he opted out of that $40 million player option for this year. So they were able to push that money down the road. I mean, if he had taken that, like, I don't think they could have been able to restructure the team much. So I think that him enabling them to restructure the team a little bit, getting that $40 million up, which I know he's still getting what 34 million a year. It's not like whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it gave him a little bit of room that they wanted, and so they were glad he opted out of that option, whatever. So
Well, I
I
mean, I
think
guess
that's
what
how they were able to pull it off.
well, I guess what you saying that maybe that's they trying to look to add more pieces around as well. So, like you said, trying to save money, but yeah, I just feel like they overpay him just slightly, just based off, like I said, he's been kind of injury prone. So maybe
Yeah,
they know something, maybe I don't. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, I can agree with both of you on those. Um, the shocker for me today was Dylan Brooks. He got 4 years, 80 mil from Houston.
yeah,
Hopefully Udoka can kind of get the best version of Dylan Brooks out of him. But I mean, hey, a lot of people were saying, he was gonna be playing, he wasn't gonna play in the NBA and stuff like that. But if I'm him, I use this as a wake up call, and just try to be a different player. Because all that talking, you see how quick they blame you for everything when things didn't go right. When it was a bunch of other things that could have been blamed, why they didn't go right. But he was the scapegoat in a lot of those scenarios that dealt with Memphis. So I'm glad he's on a team, but I think that's a lot. four
And
years.
definitely a couple. Oh my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying. I think that's a lot. I probably would have did like 2 years, 30 mil, just to see how it looks. Because now if you let him go after a year or so, you still owe him that, or however that works with the NBA. So
Yeah, I think the other three big ones are his teammate Desmond Bain signed a
he
270
got
million.
max. He got the max.
Van Vliet and
forgot about
yeah, and then
That's his teammate now. That's Dylan Brooks' teammate now.
Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese signed to himself. By the way, his is also like at 207 for a 5 year contract. With the options though, I think if he's like an all star, he can win like he can make 260 million or something with his contract. It's
And
something
Ball got
crazy.
the max as well from Charlotte.
That's
Remember?
oh,
right. That's
okay,
right.
good.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
gave,
So
gave him like 5 years, 210 or something
yeah,
like
I think he deserved that though. I feel like he definitely
but I
deserved.
think these are all guys that they're expecting to become that guy. Like Bain. I mean, that's crazy though. Number two players are getting 200 million. That's crazy. I mean, that's incredible. Like but
But I think the reason they gave him that money is just because I feel like they feel like he's gonna be like the guy that's gonna carry him while Ja is pretty much out. So I feel like
yeah,
that's why
but
they like.
Vliet's technically the two. I mean, you could argue maybe he does a lot of little things that Siakam doesn't do, but like he's technically still the two on that team. Like, I mean, these guys are getting big money for twos, so it's pretty incredible. But yeah, number one money is going to get crazy in the coming years if that's the case.
Hey, also shout out to to Reeves and Hachimura getting that bread too, man. They definitely well deserved for the Lakers. So I definitely feel like they definitely deserve that money. And I'm gonna have my fault. I'm gonna have to also throw another shocker. I was shocked that Golden State gave Draymond Green that much money as well. 4 years, $100 million. I actually thought that he was gonna leave. In my opinion, I didn't think he was gonna go back to Golden State, but maybe they just saw something in re-signing Chris Paul or something. I don't know.